all messed up. But anyway, sorry about last night. I totally, I think I was so tired I just zonked right out. So I apologize. I usually get on here pretty late anyway. But guess what? I'm here during the day at noontime. But I'm not going to be here for very long. So don't, I might not. As soon as 15 minutes, I'll probably be going. So if you're here with me when chatting, I might have to leave because I got some other things I got to do, unfortunately. But just so you know, I'm going to be talking about a list of songs that are kind of semi related to superhero metal, so to speak, even though they're probably not. But I'm sure you know a few songs already by yourself that I might end up bringing up because the fact that they definitely have that title it in the title or something close to it. So, without further ado, sorry, I'm flip flopping you around. Um, Basically, number 12, I mean, sorry, 12, 20 is Tool of Latterus, a philosophical exploration of heroism and humanity, which is really cool. I know that song, but I don't remember if I thought it was something to do with that or not, to be honest. It's hard to say. Um, I didn't think it was, but maybe it is. I mean, that came out a long time ago when I was in college, back in, I don't know what year it was. It was a while ago. Let's put that was in the 80s, 90s, the late 90s. Sorry, I have had a cold, so that's probably the reason I was so darn tired. Plus science range and being up, my son being up a little upset, but I'm doing a little better now. So hopefully, and plus I'm planning on going to a concert tonight, so I may not be on until way later if I do go. If I don't go, I'll probably be on here if I don't forget or get tired or whatever. But anyway, and plus, by the way, I just want to say thank you for all the new subscribers and thank you for the likes and subscribes and the comments and the people making comments in the videos. I appreciate it. It's really cool because I get that interaction. It's really awesome. That's part of the reason why I do this live. I mean, to me, that's the whole point. I think with getting to know people in the metal industry once that happens, which I'm planning on doing, hopefully. I need to get some of the smaller venues with the smaller bands so that way I can kind of maybe interview them a little bit, even just ask a few questions in person while they're there if they don't mind doing that. We'll see. We'll see. I can be really politely ask and say, "Hey, can I ask you a few questions for my Voice of Metal channel?" It might not be very long, but it'll be something maybe if they're willing to do so. So I think one band I don't think they well the drummer was pretty game for it, but I think somebody was trying to convince them they shouldn't do it. I'm not sure why. I don't know, and I'm not too worried about it, but that's okay. It's one of those things. Number 18 is Gojira's La Savante, I think is how you say it. A connection with nature and primal senses of justice. Hello, how's it going? Somebody's on here watching. Number 17 is Otep Blackwater Park. A solitary hero facing inner demons. Oh, that's kind of cool. It kind of has your own struggles, and so it kind of reminds you of some of the things with certain superheroes that have something to do with that. Because I know there's been a few different episodes of different things throughout. You know, Batman, Superman, whatever, that have had some struggles with certain things in life, in their lives as far as the characters go. So it's kind of cool. Even Spider Man was, he's a teenager that had like super abilities, but he had to kind of keep it quiet and this, that, and the other, not telling people, and it made his life really difficult. Number 16 is Dream Theater, The Astonishing. Is a complex, epic superhero saga, which I didn't know that, but astounding. Okay, I'll have to find out about that. I have to look at the lyrics probably. Number 50, I didn't think it was, is from Slipknot, Psychosocial, the inner struggles of a masked vigilante. Oh, okay. I didn't picture it that way, but that makes sense. I guess I just got, there might be certain words in it that I probably missed in the song that may kind of hint to that. So I'll have to look through that because I like the song. I know the words, most of the words of the song, but there might be some that I didn't quite get, or maybe they're not quite so clear. Number 14 is Five Finger Death Punch, Wrong Side of Heaven, which I definitely know that song very well. Dark and gritty anti hero. And I think this one, The Wrong Side of Heaven, I think it has a lot to do with the military to a point. I think there's that or another song that they did that was kind of like that. And since he was in the military and he's from Denver, which I didn't know until I was at the concert with Megadeth, and that's when he announced that he was probably not going to be doing any more. He's going to do like one more album with the band and do another tour, and then that would be it. And that way he'd spend more time with his kids. But his kids are like probably in their like 8, 9, probably. But that's probably watching them grow up before that is very important, just as much as it is like from that until like 18, 19. It might be his wife wanted him to be around so that way he could help with homework and things like that and spend time with his kids, which I totally agree with because that's what I did. That's the reason I was gone from metal. I mean, I listened to music and I listened on the radio, but I wasn't like going to concerts. I wasn't doing a lot of stuff that I used to do, kind of. But now I'm kind of back into it a little bit if I can find some bands that are here when I can go or I have the money to go. It's one of those things, life. Number 13 is Disturbed, Indestructible, Wavering, Determinations, and Resilience. Yeah, Disturb is pretty cool. They're not super, most of these don't seem like they're real super heavy, but you never know. Number 12 is Bullet for My Valentine's, Tears. Tears Don't Fall, sorry. Overcoming personal struggles to become a hero, which is kind of interesting. I've heard a few things from my Valentine. They're not like one of my go tos for music, kind of like Disturbed. I mean, I listened to some of their stuff. It's not too bad. Depends on who you are. Everybody's different on their musical, metal tastes or whatever it is. Number 11 is Ghosts, Square Hammer, Mysterious and Sigmatic Hero, Square Hammer. I never heard of that one. And that's from Ghost, which is kind of interesting. I don't listen to much Ghost either, which is kind of interesting. But I do like Little Sunshine. It's pretty awesome. Let's see here. We got Megadeth. No, sorry, Slayer, Raining Blood, Raw Aggression, and Resentless Pursuit of Justice. Which actually, yeah, maybe that makes sense. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe I'm missing something in the song too. It's hard to say. I didn't take it. The next one I definitely think is kind of to a point. It's number 9, Megadeth's Peace Sells and Who's Buying, a critical look at the world through a hero's eyes. Yeah, I can see that. Anyway, we got In Flames from A Quiet Place, a retrospective side of heroism. I wish there was a little more detail in some of the songs on my list. I should have kind of asked for that. Number 8 is In Flames, A Quiet Place, a introspective side of heroism. Interesting. Oh, Lamb of God, number 6 is Redneck, a gritty underdog hero. So that's probably somebody that maybe might be in the military, possibly. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I even heard that song. I might have heard it. I just don't realize it. But anyway, number 5 is Trivium, In the Waves, overcoming adversity and finding strength. Number 4 is Avenged Sevenfold, the Unholy Confessions, a struggle between good and evil. So we'll see. That's interesting. So if there's any superhero kind of, or at least you think feels like a superhero type metal song, make a comment. I'd love to hear it from you. I think that'd be awesome. Yeah, because you never know. You never know. There might be something that you think is related to that. I mean, some of these I didn't think were, but yeah, they might be. They might very well be. Number 3 is Judas Priest, Breaking the Law. I like this one. The rebellious anthem of an anti-hero. So it's not just the heroes, it's the anti-heroes. Maybe the bad guys, maybe it's the villains, who knows. So that'd be kind of interesting because it should be superheroes and supervillains, probably. Oh, speaking of which, the new Joker film is going to be out. And it's going to be on certain individuals' birthday. So I'm kind of wondering if she's going to release, one of her singles on her birthday. And maybe it might have something to do with the Joker. I think that would be cool. Or Harley. something relatable, not exactly because, of course, copyrights. And that's the reason I don't play music on here very often, or not at all, because I don't want to get dinged for that, unless I have an official license, which costs money, and I definitely don't get that for that on a continual basis. But later on, maybe we'll see. But talking to people, yeah, that's cool. We can do that. Number two is Metallica's One, exploring the physical and mental tolls on heroism. So basically, we're talking about the heroism as in the guys that are out there in the military and all this stuff. And definitely, I appreciate the people of service. I'm not always fond of the government that controls or runs the thing, but the guys that are willing to be there to do what needs to be done, even if it's something that we might not think is appropriate or right or whatever. We don't know the whole story, unfortunately. So even if I think some, a certain way about it, there might be something underlying premise for something that needs to be taken care of. Because if not, something will happen. So just like what's going on right now, which is kind of scary. I'm sure you guys have all heard about different things. I'm not going to get into too much on the politics side, but yeah, just absorb all the facts. That's all I can say. Absorb the facts, not opinions. There's been a lot of opinions on both sides. I mean, there's one network that's saying this about certain individuals, and other people saying this about certain individuals, and it's hard. It's really hard to make that decision based on certain things. But I guess the best way to I think is what has happened and what's happening right at the time they're in office. I think that is what we need to look at. What, regardless how we feel. Unfortunately, I hate to say that because I'm not too fond of either one. To be honest, so I'm not trying to promote one person over the other, but there are some very serious things, and yeah, it's important. It's very important because it's getting kind of scary on some things, and the people that are coming here for certain reasons, I don't want to say too much on that. I'll just keep it that. It's just that I guess basically if something's a certain way, don't change what's there because it'll end up being what you left in the first place, if that makes sense. It's happened. It's happening here in Colorado Springs to a point, but that was because of other people, you know, people coming from other states, And then I keep getting all these videos about how why people are leaving Colorado Springs. Like, okay, fine, leave. It's like, I don't know. We need some people here. It's all good. I'm just messing around. But anyway, number one is Iron Maiden, Hallowed Be Thy Name, a classic tale of courage and sacrifice. Yeah, it's definitely. And Hallowed Be Thy Name is one of my favorites. And Machine Head redid it. So if you want to check out their cover of Hallowed Be Thy Name, check it out. It's pretty awesome. I think it is anyway. I don't know. Maybe some people might think it's all good, or maybe might not like it. Oh, who knows? Compared to the original, it's hard to say. But anyway, I'm trying to think. Is there something else I'm missing? Oh, tonight concert probably more than like it. I may or may not be here, depending on my stomach, because my stomach's been kind of. It's been going up and down, so it's hard to say. I think it's a lot of my sinuses. It's just the weather and stuff. We got some really hot weather here. I mean, we're hitting like 90s, almost 100, but not quite without the humidity, of course, because Colorado doesn't have the humidity, the bugs, and stuff. So that's the plus of Colorado Springs versus other places. But shh, don't tell anybody. My fans, people who are watching the channel, it's all good, but don't tell nobody else. That's probably the main positive thing for me, anyway. Because like a couple times when the sun goes down, it's nice and comfortable. It's you can sit out there and just it just feels like being indoors. Only you're outside. There's if it's not windy, not raining, not snowing, things like that. It's like 70 some degrees, so it's nice and warm, but not too much, and not humid, and you're not sweating, which is wonderful. That's the main thing. Not sweating as much. You still sweat, but not as much. You know. Anyway, I'll let you guys go. I'm right at the 15-minute mark. So if you're watching this sometime today, you'll know I may or may not be on, and I apologize for last night. So thanks for watching. Take care. Don't forget to headbang, like, and subscribe. Those buttons, that means a lot. And actually, it does help the channel grow, and people will know about the channel. And I talk about quite a bit. I usually wait until I hear somebody comment on my shirt or whatever, and sometimes I forget, but that's okay. They'll find it eventually, even if I don't say nothing. Right? Take care. Have a good day. Hope you guys have fun, and I'll see if I go to the concert tonight. It's kind of cool. For Amaya is what it's called, Amaya something or other, and there's like 5 bands, so it's gonna be kind of cool. That's gonna be awesome if I go, which I'm hoping to. And it starts at 3, so I got to get going. That's another reason why I got to get out of here. So you guys take care, stay out of trouble, and to all my fans, including Amber, have a good day. Take care.